Hey everyone, welcome back to more reading in The Richest Man in Babylon by George S. Clason. Now we're continuing the third chapter. In the next 2 days, days 3 and 4, he talks about that we need to make our gold multiply and we need to protect it from loss. And he talks about these in a couple different instances. Like he gives the example of the story of where he entrusted his first investment to a brickmaker to buy jewels. And that lesson that's very important is like you need to make sure one way to protect yourself from loss in your investments is to entrust your knowledge to the right people. Where you want to go investing, there's always going to be experts in that field, whether it's investing in small businesses, there is investing in the stock market, and there's professionals who make money off that. There's, of course, renting houses, renting apartments. There's investing in just land to sell for later. And then there's even smaller stuff like buying ATMs or vending machines. But everywhere you go, you're going to find someone who already knows the path that's already been paved. It says, so when you go to make your investment, and the beginning investment should be no more than 30% or 1/3 of what you've saved so far, because you want to get your feet wet. And so that's what one of the things that I've been told before is that you don't want to put all your savings for investing into an immediate savings just to have it fail, but you need to gain experience. But to help protect yourself anyway, is we need to find people that have already done it. People who've already found the path and paved the way. There's plenty of people, according to my dad, that are willing to give that knowledge simply because they like to see other people succeed. They like their own stories of success and they want to see others succeed and follow in their own path. They're always a little hesitant sometimes to take on new people because they know people can falter or want to get quick investments. And they aren't willing to put forth the time, but they're out there. And so I guess what we need to look at for my wife and I is maybe find different people that maybe have already made investments. Because sure, I guess I could go look online and say, oh, where's a good place to invest in a vending machine or an ATM, maybe something cheap to start out with, but maybe that's not the best idea, because sure, there's plenty of people that are willing to say, oh yeah, well, it's a good investment, but how many people have done it? And so I think I'd rather actually have advice from somebody who's already done it and say, do that there and do that there, to kind of help me figure out what I need to do. So that's the first thing. And so we need to invest our money, but as we're investing our money, we need to protect it from loss. We also need to make sure that we're not going after, he says, like, usurious amounts of increase. But I guess what he's talking about is we can't, when we first want to make an investment, we can't expect great big earnings out of small input. And we got to make sure we're not trusting our own emotions and appetites, I guess, our insatiable desires to make a big buck out of a little buck. It's like your small investments are going to bring forth small yields, but you can then build all those small yields together and get a bigger yield. And so I guess I would be investing in maybe small pieces of land at first and then selling those small pieces of land to do a bigger investment in land. Or something like that. I still have so much to learn and figure out, but of course that's going to be finding someone who I can trust and who can mentor me. Slight Edge talked about that. We need to find a mentor with wherever we're planning to put our money. And so that's something that I'll start to look forward to and see what I can do. But that's the step. Invest our money, but protect it from loss. Invest it under people who already know what they're doing, but also don't get your money tied up in something that's going to take forever to get a yield. Look for small amounts of increases first, and then when we've gained experience and we have knowledge and we can analyze risk, then I guess we can go for something bigger. But that's what ARCAT is saying, and so gain experience first and look for a mentor that can guide you. So that's what I'm going to be looking for. Although I still feel we have a bit more of savings to go to get ready for that, because we need savings for investing, but we also need savings for emergencies. But that's what we have in plan for the future. So thank you everyone for joining me tonight in my journey to be a millionaire, and hope you all take care.